Head inland towards the Angus Glens. Here, on the outskirts of Edzell, lies its ruined castle, once visited by Mary Queen of Scots, and a seat of the Stirlings and Lindsays, and now in the care of Historic Scotland. Edzell Tweedy is based at the other side of the village, at the junction with Dunlappy Street, a popular stopping-off point for locals and visitors, with plenty of parking outside. It offers teas and coffees, home baking, as well as country clothing and tasteful gifts, alongside a farm shop showcasing local produce. The road departs gracefully under an ornate arch that commemorates a visit by Queen Victoria. Located in the village of Mimas, near the head of Glen Prosen and Glen Clova, a few miles before Kirriemuir, is the award-winning Drover's Inn, listed in the Michelin Pub Guide and winner of the coveted AA Rosette. The inn offers modern Scottish cuisine at its very best, using the considerable talents of chef Eden Sinclair and the freshest local produce. The herbs come from the drover's own garden. This stylish country pub, somewhat in the style of pared-back urban chic, is much used by locals, but has increasingly become a destination restaurant. Kirriemuir is proud to be the birthplace in 1860 and the final resting place in 1937 of Sir J.M. Barrie, the author of Peter Pan. His cottage is a small museum run by the National Trust. The washhouse behind the cottage was his first theatre. Once a weaving community, the narrow streets and red sandstone buildings give this little town a great deal of charm and character, often being called the Little Red Town. Located on Bank Street is the Thrums Hotel, named after J.M. Barrie's first novels, known collectively as the Thrums fiction, the best known being A Window in Thrums. They're all based on Kirriemuir, about the town, its folk and life in rural Scotland. The Thrums Hotel is located in the heart of the town and offers 9 recently refurbished ensuite guest rooms, a popular lounge bar and dining room, which is open for breakfast, lunch and high teas. The Thrums Hotel is a focal point locally for the town and those from the surrounding glens, as a number of roads from the Angus Glens converge here, making Kirriemuir an important gateway and link to these far-flung communities. Located on the Roods, a narrow and ancient lane, is the Star Rock Shop, established in 1833. A blind former stonemason created Star Rock and opened a shop here at the top of the Roods. From generation to generation, the secret unchanged recipe has been handed down. In 1919, Queen Mary, whilst staying at Airlie Castle, had a gift of some, and during the 2 World Wars, boxes gave troops a reminder of home. This sweet shop is packed with rows of jars filled with favourite brands and homemade confectionery. J.M. Barrie must have known this shop and Star Rock as a child, and in a town so associated with Peter Pan, a visit to this sweet shop is a must for kids of all ages. Located at the village of Glamis is Glamis Castle, home of the Earls of Strathmore and Kinghorn. This was the childhood home of the late Queen Mother, and the birthplace in 1930 of her daughter, the late Princess Margaret. Still the family seat and home of the present 18th Earl, and the centrepiece of a large sporting and agricultural estate. Glamis is also known for its literary, if historically vague, association with Shakespeare's Macbeth. The present fairy tale turreted castle dates mostly from the mid-17th century and contains an earlier 15th century tower, and is on the site of an earlier residence dating from the 11th century. This is one of Scotland's premier tourist attractions and has developed 5-star facilities to accommodate the visitors' needs, including the pavilion shop, the kitchen shop, with a range of local produce, including Glamis' own beer, and the Victorian Kitchen restaurant, open for meals, snacks and refreshments. The castle contains fine collections of armour, furnishings, paintings and tapestries, whilst the surrounding policies and grounds are impressive all year round, with colourful Dutch and Italian gardens, a Pinetum, nature trail, River Dean Walk and the walled garden. The popular fold of Highland cattle roam the pasture in front of the castle, kept clear of the garden by a ha-ha. We head back to the coast, passing Forfar, a royal borough founded in the reign of King David I. A parliament was held here in 1057, when King Malcolm Canmore conferred titles and surnames to the Scottish nobility.